Hi boys and girls, and thanks for watching today. I want to show you one of our firefighters named Matt, and he's going to put on all of his gear for when he has to go into a house or a building that might be on fire. We know that fire is really hot, and we don't want to go into a fire in our regular clothes like you and I are wearing. So in this video, you're going to watch him put on all of his special gear that helps keep him safe in the case that he has to come in and rescue you or someone else that might be in a building that's on fire.
Well, good morning or good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for joining us here. My name is Matt Sheets. I'm with the Washington Township Avon Fire Department. And obviously with you clicking, you want to see a little bit about how we put our gear on. So first off, I'd like to actually show you a little bit about our gear first, what we have, what we wear. What you see here basically is the main gear that we're going to have when we go into a structured fire. We also wear these on a lot of other different incidences that may involve fire or explosion or lack of oxygen, where we may need to have our own air supply itself. So obviously, first off, you have your main gear here that you see. We have our bumper pants, which our boots are kind of put inside the bumper pants itself, and it's allow you to put it on. We have a bumper coat. One thing I'll show you guys about these coats is they're a little special. They have multiple layers. So as you can see, you have your outside layer here. It's really, really tough. It's designed to keep from having punctures or rips or tears. And then we have an inside layer. Now, the inside layer is two different things. You have what they call a thermal layer or a waterproof layer, which is this white area here. Helps keep the water off of us. So the only water we're getting inside is going to be mainly the sweat from us. And then we have basically the other thermal layer. This layer is kind of that extra insulation to protect us from the heat from structure fires or elements of that sort. So that's kind of the special part about this gear. There's multiple layers, so it's not just one big coat itself. It's designed to work for us to help us out. We obviously have our Nomex hood that we'll put over to protect our head and our ears. When you see me put this on, you're going to kind of notice it makes me look kind of like a ninja or even a race car driver. This is something similar that those guys wear as well. We have our face piece, which is our mask. This is going to work in conjunction with our SCBA, self-contained breathing apparatus. This is going to allow us to go into toxic environments, smoke, whatever it might be, and keeps us with clean air, being able to get it out. Most of these bottles for our guys will last us anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes, and it all depends on the person, how hard they're working, what they're doing. So we've got our strap, so obviously it can hang down when we're not using it, because we don't want to wear these at all times unless we have to. We got our gloves that we'll put on. These are very thick gloves. It's not as easy to be real precise with it. They're designed to protect us from the heat and everything else. If we have to grab things that are hot to get them out of the rooms or whatever else. But also, like I said, protect us from the heat and the fire itself. And then we also have our helmet. Our helmet's obviously designed to keep our heads protected. Anything falling on top of it, very hard, very durable. Chin strap to keep the helmet from falling off. Some guys even have flashlights that they put on it. Other things like wedges or whatever else they may want to hold and keep secure that they can get to pretty easily. And then obviously we have our radio. Radios you use to communicate what's going on, what we're doing, or if we do get in trouble, we can actually call out and let them know that we're in trouble and that we need some help. So basically that's kind of the full gamut of the gear that we have, that we use. Obviously within the gear we have all kinds of little tools. We'll have our axes and our haligans and everything else to either get doors open. We obviously have our hose that we'll be taking in with us too. But the main thing you guys are here to see today is basically how we put the gear on. So what I'm going to do is kind of set this gear up in a way that I can show you how we're going to end up putting it on. In most cases, when we get a call, we need to be out the door in this in about 2 minutes, which gives us roughly 30 seconds to a minute to get from inside the station out to the engine, and then roughly anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half, give or take how quickly we get out here, to pretty much get our gear on. So today I'm pretty much going to, when I do it, I'm going to put everything on, which is including our mask and the pack and everything else. But in normal situations, when we're getting on the engine to get out of the station, we'll put everything on except for basically the SCBA, your helmet, and then your mask. But everything else has to go on. We'll get in the truck, and we basically put everything on once we sit down before we buckle in and head out the door. But for this purpose, I'm going to show you how quickly we need to basically put our full set of gear on. So I hope you guys enjoy.